If money feels noisy right now, this is for you. Today, I want to walk you through a simple 21-day cash sequence we use all the time at Personal Economic Coach. Taxes first, debt second, buffer third. Not because it sounds cute, but because this order protects your cash flow from getting ambushed. So, now let's get into it. Most people do this backward. They say, I'll throw extra money at debt first, then I'll deal with taxes later, and I'll build savings when life calms down. But life does not calm down on command, and tax deadlines do not care how stressed you feel. So here's the sequence: why this order works. Think of this like triage. Taxes are the part that can create penalties, interest, and surprise letters. Debt is the part that drains your monthly oxygen. And buffer is what keeps one random expense from blowing up your plan. So if you skip taxes, you can create a bigger fire. If you skip debt, your monthly cash stays tight. If you skip buffer, one emergency sends you right back to panic mode. So we handle all three in the right rhythm. Sequence over stress, because this is not about perfection, it's about sequence. Let's understand the 21-day map. You're going to run this in 3 7-day blocks. Days 1 to 7, tax visibility and tax holdback. Days 8 to 14, debt pressure relief. Days 15 to 21, starter buffer lock-in. Now, let's break each one down. Days 1 to 7, taxes first. Goal number 1, stop guessing. Open OneNote or a spreadsheet and write down estimated taxes owed or expected quarterly payment, due dates, what is already set aside, current shortfall. Then set a tax holdback rule for every dollar coming in over the next 21 days. For many self-employed households, this is often a percentage of each deposit, but use a number that fits your real pattern. The key is this: every time income hits, your tax slice moves first. Automate it if possible. If your tax shortfall is bigger than what 21 days can fix, that is okay. The win this week is control. You are moving from surprise to system. At this point, can I ask you a question? What is harder for you right now? Calculating taxes, or actually setting the money aside once you know the number? That answer tells you where the real friction is. Also, if you want more informational articles like this, go to personaleconomiccoach.com. Days 8 to 14, debt second. Now that tax leakage is being controlled, we attack debt pressure. Important, this is not about making giant heroic payments in week 2. This is about improving monthly breathing room. List your debts with 3 columns: minimum payment, interest rate, then pick one target debt for focused extra payment during the 7-day block. Usually this is either the highest interest balance or the balance creating the most mental drag, if that helps behavior. Make one extra payment during days 8 to 14, even if it is modest. Why? Because behavior compounds. A clean, intentional extra payment tells your brain, I run this plan now. At the same time, review one recurring expense you can trim or pause and redirect that amount toward either debt or buffer in week 3. Comment question number 2. Which debt feels like your loudest monthly pressure right now? Not your biggest balance necessarily. Your loudest pressure. Days 15 to 21, buffer third. Now we build your shock absorber, starter buffer target. Pick a specific number you can reach quickly. Not perfect, but reachable. For many people, a first milestone might be one small emergency amount. Then you grow from there. Rules for this buffer: have a separate account, no lifestyle spending, only true disruptions when an unexpected car repair, copay, or home issue shows up. This buffer is what keeps you off the credit card spiral. During days 15 to 21, fund the buffer with anything freed up from trimmed expenses, any extra cash from the period, any amount you had planned to spend impulsively but can delay, and yes, small amounts count. Momentum beats drama. Here's another question. Please answer in the comments. What is the most common money surprise that hits your household? Car, medical, home, business seasonality? Here's mistake 1. Trying to solve everything in one weekend. This is a 21-day sequence for a reason. Mistake 2. Throwing money at debt while ignoring tax exposure. That can create a painful rebound. Mistake 3. Building no buffer because the amount feels too small. Small is fine. Zero is the real risk. Mistake 4, tracking in your head. If it is not written, it is noise. What success looks like by day 21. By the end of these 21 days, you should have clear tax visibility and an active holdback rule, at least one intentional extra debt, move a starter buffer account with real dollars in it. Will everything be solved? Maybe not. Will you have more control, lower stress, and a working system? Yes. And that is the point. If this helped you, please subscribe. That genuinely helps us grow and keep making practical, no fluff guidance for owners and households who want clarity. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments: taxes, debt, or buffer. Remember, sequence over stress, and we'll build this one step at a time.